Hi, Pisces. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. This is Auric Vibe for your next 2 weeks. Pisces, this is a brand new deck. Been playing with it for a little bit, but this is its debut with me. Don't even ask me what it is. Well, I mean, you can in the comments, but it's just beautiful. But anyway, this is for the next 2 weeks for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And if you do have, let's see, that is not what I wanted. I needed something different. Give me a second here. I'm going to, I'm left-handed. So and this is my left hand, and I'm trying to navigate stuff. There we go. All right. I just wanted to bring up a particular image so I could have a look at it to kind of get me inspired to connect with the energy for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And it is timeless. It is meant to be in the next couple of weeks of when you find this. I'm not a big fan of, uh, uh, putting timelines on stuff. I mean, some people can do that. Maybe I'm just not skilled enough in that aspect, but I kind of feel like when I watch people that do these next 2 weeks, and they give a specific date, what you can expect, I kind of feel like, well, that's lost value then. This needs to be something someone needs to hear that will be timeless, something that will always help them. Because if you see something in the title, this is what you're going to do, for the month of May or for the month of November or for a specific year, that to me limits the scope of the reading. And I don't want to do that. I want to be able to be helpful to anybody who stops by. Okay, that's just for now. All right. This is a cool. Oh. That's the moon. The moon has come out. That's kind of silly. Sorry. So yeah, an air of mystery of what we're going to be trying to manage. And it's not an external thing. This is a very internal mystery. It's self-discovery. Oh my gosh. And the more that you look at yourself, the more that you will see. And some of it will come from outer or external sources. There's another word for it. It's not sources. I guess it would be sources, but I'm just going to leave it at that. There are all kinds of things going on in this image. It's extremely complicated. It looks like just the wolf and the dog and the moon but if you look very carefully, I'm going to try and center that. There you go. It's there's a face in it, and it's not looking at you. It's not looking at anyone in particular. It's just there to be a pleasure, to enjoy what is observed. That was very random. Wow. Four of Wands. This is a definite victory. I love this card. This Four of Wands, 1111, of course. It's so multifaceted. Look at all of the petals in the flowers. Look at all the petals in the flowers. Look at they're enamored. They're enamored. They're so engrossed with one another. One has a little bit of this one here has what I would call haughty. She looks very haughty, very uppity. But it's not the case. She's being revered by the other lady. And there's such camaraderie there, such respect. This is not a sexual card either. I know a lot of people would probably perceive that as such, but it is not. This is about a deep, very deep emotional friendship, platonic, familial, ornate, yeah, very complicated, complex, but very enmeshed. And sometimes that can be uncomfortable. So keep that in mind if you're in a passionate relationship. Queen of Swords. Oh my goodness. So she reminds me of this lady here. So this is her. She's quite young here, but she looks pretty grown up there, right? She looks very grown up. She looks very well established. More, please. Okay. Oh my gosh. And I thought I was impatient. More, please. More, please. But do please like, share, and subscribe, all that other kind of fun stuff. I don't have a lot of cards that are religion based or even necessarily angelic based because I like that kind of pulls me towards the religious aspect. I'm hearing the number five. So I think this is interesting too. So King of Wands, I mean, excuse me, King of Swords. So King of Swords is something like, and I know she's pretty serious, and I don't know if you can see it, but dude's got kind of a smile on his face. So he's serious, but he also is still in touch with that, oh man, impish. He might be a little on the impish side. So if you're looking for a connection, and you might be because you do like having those kind of intimate relationships, right? I can't say I'm not going to deny that. The intimacy is awesome. With intimacy comes vulnerability. And if you're guarded, if you're guarding your heart, there's going to be a lot of communication. And you're not going to receive that communication if you're overly guarded. So they both have two hands on their swords, and there are thoughts and words, but there also needs to be action. This is a card of action. These two are thoughts and words, and ultimately, this is the divine masculine and feminine, and they are embodied in both of these and both of, oh my gosh, look at that. Two here, right? Two here and two here. This is about the balance and finding that balance with the masculine and feminine. That's another thing that's coming through. This is something that is very much a balance. I've been getting balanced a lot. Balance, temperance, anything that has scales in it, I've been finding that's really popping up. It's going to be really important for us to keep that balance. What is the balance about? What is the balance coming through as? Is this financial relation? It's relationships. It's about relationships. And sometimes these cards will speak, but not this time. But the relationships could be your relationship with money, relationships with your family, relationships with your coworkers. And keeping a healthy relationship with all of those things is going to be very important over the next several days and even weeks, because this is intended to be something that needs to raise an awareness of the next couple of weeks and highlight some of those things that we can do in the here and now. And unfortunately, that's not something I've been stressing, is that these might be readings for for the next 2 weeks, but this is an energy that we pull into the here and now and make preparation. And the preparation doesn't necessarily mean it's going to take 2 weeks to prepare for. It's going to probably be something that is going to be just something that is going to take us a minute. It doesn't happen overnight. And healing doesn't happen overnight. If you've had a cut on your finger or a broken bone, they all take time. And this is interesting because, oh dear, she's got kind of some exposure there, doesn't she? Let me get her a purse to hold. Yeah, the purse will be fine. All right. So for her, it's like there's this isn't, she's etherical. She's something from the spirit realm, but these two are needing healing. And we're not going to get the healing if we don't ask for help, if we feel we need help. And that doesn't necessarily mean that we don't ask for somebody that we know or maybe reach out to a professional. What this means is that when we take action, right? When we take action, we'll be able to facilitate this and we will be able or enable the spirit realm to do the same, right? Again, we're looking at twosies. There's two here. You can't really see, but there's two here. One, two, and she's coming in to facilitate the healing. Oh, community. So it might even be more than two. But again, this is about nature. This is about reconnecting to the air and the water and the earth. That's Stonehenge, I think. But look at this. There's another couple. There's a couple in there. Couple of, I'm having a hard time kind of balancing this, but yeah, there's a couple in there that again, this is all about the twos. And I saw today 222.2, excuse me, 222 and 2 or point 2. It was on my, what do you call it, odometer on my car. Unfortunately, there were numbers in front of that, so a lot of miles on my vehicle. But this is about community. It's about reaching out to one another. It's about supporting one another. And, I think sometimes we see ourselves as peasants when we are actually royalty. All of us are royalty. We are not peasants. We are not powerless. And this is what's going to maybe help us through those storm fields. That was storm fields here. And checkered past. Oh my gosh, really? So don't let that checkered past or what you perceive as a checkered past to hold you back. This is about us realizing again, overcoming this checkered past that we feel we have, checkered past, maybe a path that we've taken that we've not been happy with. No, no, this is all about a course of learning and learning to stand up for ourselves. I'm definitely feeling that personally. Sticking up for myself has, I've always taken it on the chin and all that other kind of BS. Yep, and we're going to go into the unknown, blindfolded. We don't need to know everything. One of my favoriteest numbers. And sticking to it. Again, look at this, 2 hands, embodying that light from within, that star quality that we all have within us. Wow. This is taking a deep breath, taking all of this in, and resting in that sacred pool. What's that sacred pool mean to you? When you hear the phrase sacred pool, because I don't know you personally necessarily, what does sacred pool mean to you? And even if I did know someone personally, it doesn't mean that I would even be able to remotely conceive what this would mean to you. If you don't know, you need to educate yourself for sure. But one of the sacred pools that we could be dipping into because her feet are in the water, she's standing there. That's an egret. That's a water bird. And maybe reading a book by the waterside could be helpful. And it's going to create enlightenment. And even though I live in the Great Lakes area, I'm not near water. Well, that's really interesting. I'll show you this in a second. Wow, it's coming in fast. I'll show you now. Okay. So when I turn this, so this is the upright. So when I turn it upside down, what does the clouds over her head when I turn it upside down look like? Water. Gently shifting water. And we might find that to be comforting, but it's about shifting our perspective and maybe reading, learning, even if it's just going out and meeting people, that is an education in and of itself. Take those opportunities for sure. That was it. I mean, there feels like there's a lot more, but not right now. It feels like that this needs to be processed because a lot of and dwelled upon. Watch this again. Stop the image. I'm going to take my hands out. Stop the image, or just look at the images, make them bigger so you can pick up on whatever it is that might be helpful to you. A lot of times it's just the frequency of the image, that influence that the image can generate within you that's going to be helpful for you personally. It's not going to be the same for everybody. It's going to be different. Just because you have the same sun sign doesn't mean that you're going to get the same message. It's going to be very different. Anyway, all right. So, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross watchers for our Pisces. Thank you so much for stopping by. Again, do like, share, and subscribe. And I will see everyone, hopefully, very soon in the next video. Take care. Bye.